Good morning, children. Welcome to English online class. This is lesson 4, video 1 of my English reader. So, before going to the lesson, let us watch a small video, children. So, children, I think you have watched the video. Did you like the video, children? So, coming to the lesson. Do you know that Kabaddi is one of the oldest but the most famous games of rural India? To know more about this game, let us listen to Datta, who is telling her students about the game. Before you listen to the conversation, study the picture at C2 carefully. Fill up the spaces provided in exercise C2 as you listen to Datta. So, this Datta's what is this conversation will be given in the next page. Now, let us go to this lesson. Fill in the blanks with correct information. So this is based on Kabaddi game. Number of players on each side is how many players? There are 7 players. The team that catches the maximum members of the opposite team is the winner. The magic word to be chanted is Kabaddi Kabaddi. So children, let us go to the lesson. What's really important? So this lesson is related to some disabled children. So let us start the lesson. A few years ago, at the Special Olympics, 9 disabled participants assembled at the starting line for the 100-meter race. It's the Olympics for special children, that is, disabled children. A 100-meter race was held. So the number of participants are 9. At the whistle, they all started out to run the race and win the Olympic prize. All of them started the race when the whistle was given, so that they went for winning the Olympic prize. There was, however, one boy who fell down a few times and began to cry. So, when the race started, one boy fell down and he started crying because he got hurt. What happened next? The other 8 children heard the boy's cry. So they heard that boy fell down and was crying. They slowed down and paused and stopped. All of them stopped. They did not go on. Then they all turned around and went back. So they all went back to see what happened. One girl bent down and kissed him. So, out of that 8 members, there was one girl. She bent down and kissed him so that he could feel better. She said, "This will make you better." Then all the nine children linked arms. They caught hold of their arms and walked together to the finish line. That means they all of them walked at once to the finishing point. Everyone in the stadium stood up and the cheering went for 10 minutes. All of them stood up. They saw this wonderful sight. That means they did not run for the prize, they just stopped to help their friend. So, what did you learn from this lesson, children? That means it's not important to win the race, but the thing that is important, what's really important is to help the person when he is in trouble. So this is the lesson. Moral, what is the moral of this lesson, children? You have to help the person when he is in trouble. Okay, this is the moral of the lesson. So children, let us move to the next part of the lesson, a test of strength. This is a conversation between this Datta, Prashant, Sushma. Datta: Good morning, children. I'm sure you all are very excited to know about the new game. What's the new game? Prashant: Yes, ma'am. We would love to play it too. Datta: Kabaddi. is a street game of India? Prashant. A test of strength, as you may call it. So it needs a lot of strength. Kabaddi needs a lot of strength. Sushma. Oh, madam, please tell us more about Kabaddi. So Sushma asks madam to tell more about it. Datta. To play Kabaddi, you need energy. So a lot of energy is needed. You need to hold your breath and be very quick on your toes. So you should hold your breath. So you have to move on your toes. A line is drawn on sand or soft earth. So the part on which you'll play the game should be very soft. So it may be soft earth or sand. Next, there are two opposing teams consisting of 5 to 10 players who stand on either side of this line. So it is 7 players, children, just correct it. A member of one team crosses the line into the area of opposing team, chanting the magic word Kabaddi Kabaddi. So in each team, 7 players will be there, and one member from crosses the line from one team to opposing team, chanting the magic word Kabaddi Kabaddi. During this period, he has to hold his breath. He should not stop that chanting, that is Kabaddi Kabaddi. All the children in the class, Kabaddi Kabaddi. Datta. That's enough. If he is able to touch one or two boys while uttering the word Kabaddi Kabaddi, the person touched is out and the visitor runs back to his side. So when this person goes to the opposing team and he touches one or two persons, that's enough. He gets 2 points. Then another member of the team goes out. So while uttering the word Kabaddi Kabaddi, if he touches any person, then that person has to go out of that team. Rakesh, what happens if the visitor is caught by any member of the opposite side? Datta, then he is said to be out. So when this visitor goes into that opposing team, and if he gets caught by that opposite team, then he is out. He is said to be out. Asta, madam, how does one team win the game? Datta, a team that catches maximum members of the opposing team wins the game. So if the maximum members are caught, that is opposing team maximum members are caught, then this team is said to win the game. I think all of you understood the lesson. There's a small assignment for you children. You just answer to these questions. First one, how many players are there in each team? Second question, what happens if the visitor is caught by any member of the opposite side? Third question, how does one team win the game? Children, I am going to give you the answers later. Okay. Thank you, children. Meet you in the next.